Hey guys, Max here, and welcome back to Max Effects Builds, where I keep always forgetting my own channel's name. You know, that seems like something I shouldn't forget, you know. I seem to really like doing this, you know, I post every week, and I can't remember the frickin' channel name. Anyways, enough about me being a dunce. I said if we reached 100 subs, I'd do a combiner video. And by golly gee, I'm going to keep up on my end of that promise. Because you guys sure delivered. And I am so thankful. Thank you all so much for getting this channel to 100 subs. It means the world. And I'm just happy that you all are enjoying the builds. I'm glad you like my little cartoonish style I have going here. So, getting mini me out of the way. I'm not going to abuse him today because I'm in a charitable mood. We hit 100 subs, so you can stay. Oh, we got a combiner. So this here is Pulverizer, and he's not like many combiners. Now, if you've even like watched a few of my videos, you might have recognized that I'm really into a lot of obscure and weird Transformer toy lines, you know, that whole ordeal. Well, my combiner is a power core combiner. How many other power core combiners have you seen that are made out of Lego? Seriously, type it into the YouTube search bar when you're done watching this video. This is probably the only one. I haven't been able to find another. But now as I say this, I'm probably going to get spited. So, enough about this. Let's get right into the build. So I'm going to take these 4 vehicles and push them off to the side, and we'll actually get into the main build. Now this here is Pulverizer. Pulverizer is based off of a Chevrolet dump truck, like a Chevy pickup that had the bed taken off and then replaced with a dump bed. And I think he pulls it off quite well. He does roll, like a lot of my figures do. Around the back, it's a bit gap-tastic, but hey. On this side, pretty much the same. You do have this hole, and this is required for combined mode. And I just love the way this little truck looks. It's so small. It's adorable. I love it. So, I really like the way I made everything work. Like, everything tucks up pretty nicely. You might be able to see the heads. Heads plural because he has 2. You know, one for robot and one for combined mode. But, I don't care. They hide themselves pretty well. Anyways, moving this little vehicle mode off to the side. Here he is with another small transformer. Here he is with lift hook. He's in my smaller scale just because that's the scale I build my small trucks in. So there's lift hook. Never transforming him again. Well, maybe. Here he is with Buster. Buster, head up, buddy. Yeah. So there he is with a Minicon. Here he is with the Hot Wheels car. I'm still kind of angry you can't see the shade of blue on the camera. It looks so nice. Here it is with an official Power Core drone, which I think is quite important. And here it is again with a minifigure. Now, I'm not going to ramble as long because this is a combiner video, so we're going to get right on into the transformation. There is no independent robot mode, weapons / accessories. There is one for combined mode, but yeah, we'll get to that when we get to combined mode. So, to transform Pulverizer here, the first thing you're going to want to do is raise the camera just a little bit. Well, you don't, but I do. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is come to this front section here of the bumper and just push down. And that's going to free up this entire section. After that, just fold that in. And then lift this section out. It's on a ball joint. Rotate it around and tuck it up. Just there for now. That's for clearance. After that, we can finally get down to the actual transformation of the cab. So what you're going to want to do is come to the front and, well, not that, but, well, actually, yeah, do that first. You're going to want to turn the windshield out to the side, and then just take this entire section and it rolls down. Do that on both sides. After that, push in this section on this little bar. Perfect. And then just split the legs. Come on, other leg split. Alright, there you go. And those are the legs. After that, come to the dump bed. This is pretty self-explanatory. They just sort of open up like this. And there we go. Just sort of position the arms here just like this. After that, take this little section here and it just flips forward. That is the head. And now we can come back to this section. Now that we don't need it for clearance, we can just push it up like this. Fold it up like that. And there we have Pulverizer in his robot mode. And I love his little, like, you know, troll aesthetic. I wanted to make him look sort of like this big old beefy brawler troll monster style thing. So taking a look around, he has these quite small legs. He's got some humongous arms. He does have a bit of a backpack, but that's just how it had to work to make the combined mode work, unfortunately. But I don't mind it. I think it looks alright. You can see the windshield is folded up to become his heels. If the backpack really does annoy you, you can just take it off. It's just on these two little droid arms here. You can take them off if it really annoys you that much, but he does have heels to compensate for it. And that's that. So in terms of posability, he doesn't have hands, unfortunately, just due to the way he functions for combined mode. But he is quite posable. So he has an elbow joint. His arms are on ball joints, so you can get full rotation there. His head can look up and down, no left or right. And if we move the arms out of the way, the legs are pretty expressive as well. So you have some forward and back motion, some in and out motion on two axes. You have this one here, and then there's like a knee right there. You do have some forward knee movement, but unfortunately no backward knee movement, just due to the way he transforms. Anyways, moving this all down, moving him off to the side. Here he is with crankshaft, and hopefully he'll stand. Please stand, please stand, please stand. Good. He stood. And yeah, crankshaft just is tall compared to him. Then again, Pulverizer is quite small, as you'll see in a few seconds. But moving him off to the side, here he is with Buster. Here he is with the Hot Wheels car. With the official Power Core drone. With a minifigure, and you can see he hasn't really grown that much in this mode, unlike a lot of my other figures. Here he is with Lift Hook, just so you can see him compared to a vehicle. And now we can bring back in his little teammates, I say in quotations. So here's all the little trucks. So we'll try. It's hard to fit them all in frame, but I think that does it justice enough. You'll get a Charles comparison, don't worry. Charles is being saved for the combined mode. Anyways, moving Pulverizer off to the side now, we can go over the four little trucks here. So I'm going to start with the one that I think is the most bland, and then just move all the way up to the one that's my favorite. So, moving these off to the side, first we have the box truck drone. So, these figures do transform, but they don't have robot modes. They only become limbs. That was the whole Power Core gimmick, and seeing that as this was my first ever combiner I made this guy a long time ago, and I recently updated him just to make him to my standards of today. Seeing he's just really simple, so I wanted to keep the limbs simple. So around back, you do have the port. That's the combine mode port. Got this nice little stripe that sort of goes up and into the cab. There is this little gap here, but that's for transformation. In terms of the cab, you have this little windscreen. You got a grill, and you do have little stud wheels. That's the thing with PowerCore. They didn't scale with anything like the little drones, besides like Hot Wheels cars. Hence, here's a Hot Wheels car, and mine still doesn't scale with it. If you want to see what I'm talking about, like, here's the Hot Wheels car and the PowerCore drone, and they still don't scale because this is supposed to be a truck. This line was a mess, but I love it anyway. So, we're also going to transform them. Obviously, the whole gimmick with PowerCore was that the limbs automorphed. With Lego and being this small, I couldn't get them to automorph, so I just kept their transformations obscenely simple. So to get this truck here into robot mode, well, not robot mode, into limb mode, all you have to do is lift that section there up. And then the heel spur is revealed, and the rest of the truck's just sort of up here. So yeah, that is combine mode for this truck. Next on the list, we have the dump truck drone. So this one's like a side loader dump truck where like you open up the side and all this stuff falls out. They exist, trust me. So around the front, it pretty much looks the same around the front as the box truck drone did. Around the side, only thing that's different is that you have the opening doors and a slightly different little gap here. Around the back, same. You have the same port, and you do have these little sloped top sections here. Also on the top, this is what they look like. This is what they look like on the bottom. They're not too complex. To transform this one, the first thing you're going to do is just open up the doors a little bit, flip it up, and then close the doors back. And then boom, there you have the other leg. So, next on the list we have the cargo hauler. I don't really know what this is. It's just a truck. I wasn't able to really hide what this is, unfortunately, just due to how simple I wanted them to be. But it's a box truck. It's another box truck. But this one's more like, this one, I'd call this the long haul drone, because this one looks like more of a hauling for over long distances style truck. I don't know. But taking a look around, it does have this little thing here. Unfortunately, I couldn't hide it. You could say it's like functional. It could be like a battering ram or something. But around the top, you do have some clips here for some weapon storage. This is the combine mode weapon. So if you want to store it, you can just clip it in, like, you know, on these. Or you can clip it into the little clip up here. But we'll get more into that weapon when we go into combine mode. So to transform this, also, the pegs on this one are different. These use ball joints. There's the bottom. There's the top. Awesome. Now to transform this, what you have to do is just fold out the peg. Here, focus. Focus. Thank you. After that, all you have to do is move this entire section here down and open that up. And there you have an arm. Oh yes, fun stuff. That's an arm. Next, we have my favorite drone, which is the crane drone. So this is the most functional out of all of them, and I think it looks the best as well. So you have this little crane truck. It does have the same ball joint peg on the rear, but this one has a functional crane. So you can lift it. You can lift it up. You can swing side to side. The little hook here can move, and I just think it looks pretty good. So to transform this one has a quite interesting transformation. Well, also here's the side profile. There's the top. There's the bottom. There you go. You've seen it. This one has an interesting transformation. What you have to do is move this down, and these two sections here will click together, just like that. And after that, all you have to do is untab this section there. The crane arm will just lift off, leaving the hook there. And then we can just fold that down. Rotate this little piece here just because it looks nice. flip out the peg, and then open up the arm, and then bring the crane arm back down. And there is the arm. Now bringing all of these little limbs here back into frame, we can finally put them all together. So to put Pulverizer here into combined mode, all we have to do, it's pretty simple. It's another conversion, but hey, it works. So what you have to do is move the cable section here out of the way. I'm actually going to move these so the camera doesn't focus on them. But move this whole section out of the way. I'm also going to raise the camera. Move that out of the way. Just sort of straighten it out. And then fold this down like this. And then, wait, no, keep it like that. I'm forgetting my own transformers. Oh no. Anyways, next, come to the hands, and they open up with these T-joints. Flip him upside down, and basically untransform the legs. Here, come on, focus. There we go. Thank you. And then basically just untransform the legs and fold them back. So just, yep, piece turned. Just fold them back. So now his legs should be all folded up like this, like the truck cab should have formed on the back like this. After that, just fold the head back to the other side, get it out of here. Full rotate around the arms. And then come to the backpack here. What it will do is it'll come up and rest on the bumper of the truck. And then the head will just sort of move into place. Move these sections here down just a bit after adjusting the legs. And be careful not to dislocate it because it can become dislocated. Line everything up on the side. Just get everything all sorted. And there is Pulverizer in his torso mode. Now, bringing in this leg and this leg, you can just plug the T-joints into them. And now he has the combined mode legs. And then going up to the next floor, you can attach the first arm, and then you can attach this arm. And there, after straightening everything out, ladies and gentlemen, we have Pulverizer Maximus. That's what I'm calling this combined form, and I love this combined form. It's awesome. I love it. Did I say that I love it? Well, I do. So, here's the combiner, guys. What can I say? So, taking a quick look around, he obviously has, trucks for limbs. And I love the color contrast. You had like the white trucks and then you have the dark gray torso. And I just think it works. So, turning him around, he's just a big old beefy guy at this point. Sure, he's got some kibble on his back, and you can sort of see his head just sticking out there. But overall, I think he's pretty good. He's also asymmetrical, so I'll hold him on this side. You can still maneuver the crane arm to be however you want. If you want to flip it back, it can be flipped back, but I like it standing up like this. So, posability-wise, he's not that bad compared to other figures that I know. He's not that bad. So, you do have to move the shoulder assembly out of the way a little bit when posing his legs, so just move it up a little bit. But his legs can go forward and back pretty far. His elbow bend becomes a knee bend, so you can pull off poses like that. He has this little tilt here to keep him stable, and then he has some foot articulation just due to the transformation of the little trucks. So, just standing him back up. In terms of arm posability, you saw he can move his shoulders up a little bit. His shoulders can do a full 360 on some ball joints. They can go up this far, they can go in a bit. He has no elbows, just like every other Power Core figure. But that's just because of this scale and to keep the alt modes of the trucks clean. There's not a lot of space. So, they can move out like that though, and he does have some wrist pivot on both arms. So, moving him off to the side, we're going to try and do some comparisons. He's quite big. So here he is with Crankshaft again. Who's laughing now, Crankshaft? Here he is with Lift Hook. Here he is with Buster, Head Up. Yeah, he got bigger in combined mode. What did you expect? Here he is with the Hot Wheels car, which is awesome. Here he is with the Power Core drone. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm bringing it over. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Moving him off to the side and way back. This is gonna be a big comparison. Don't fall. Here he is with an official Power Core Combiner figure. If please stand. Yeah. He's still quite small compared to other Power Core figures. And I might be saying, Max, what is this abomination? Is that Ice Pick with the Destructicons? And I'd say yes. Yes, it is. Why? Mudslinger broke. Anyway, yeah, soft plastic syndrome strikes again. So, no. Yeah. Floppy hip syndrome is real. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't know why I love you. Anyways, finally, for a final comparison, here he is with the one and the only Charles. Look at that, guys. Charles has a friend that's almost his size. So, in terms of weaponry, you saw it earlier. He has a gun. And he can hold the gun. So, unlike every other Power Core figure, he can actually hold his gun. So you can just tab it in to his hand there. And you can just, hold it off to the side, bend a little bit, and there, moving him back center stage, and moving the camera down. There we have Pulverizer holding his gun, because, by golly gee, it's cool. Also, here he is with a minifigure. I completely forgot, but yes. There you go. There's the minifigure. Now, guys, I really can't thank you enough for getting me to 100 subs. I really am glad that you all are enjoying my content, and I'm glad that it's motivated you all enough to subscribe to some dumb idiot on the internet who makes Legos. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's basically it for this video. I have a lot of cool builds coming up still, so be sure to stay tuned. See you guys. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Thank you for 100 subs. Bye-bye.